Hi, today we will learn how to create a column family. So to start with, we'll go to create family and we'll choose new. And from here, as we want to create a column family, we need to choose the correct template. So we have this metric column.rft. So this is a column family template for architecture column. And if you want to build a structure column, so you have a metric structural column template. So what we will do is like we'll create two column families, one which is a circular column family, which we will create in a architecture template. So it will go into architecture column category within Revit. And the second one will make a rectangular structural column family that will go into structural column category in Revit. So let us start with metric column. Within a default column family, the required things are for a column family that you must have its size. So you must be having a width and a depth of the column. So the benefit of these templates are they are already designed to help you with creating a family. So for a column family, what you need is you need a width and a depth and then a height. So if you go to any of the elevations, so you will find that your column will going to starts from a lower level and it will go up to a upper level. So what you need is you need to create an element which is associated on the top level and the bottom level, and then on a plan you can adjust its depth and width. So first of all, what we do is we'll create a extrusion. So this extrusion will going to be created on lower level and it will be attached up to the higher level or upper level, and then the profile of extrusion will going to be you know parametric based on these parameters. So as we are creating a circular family and a rectangular family, so what we will do within this template, first of all we'll create a rectangular family. So we'll pick the extrusion and we want our extrusion to work from the bottom to top, from lower level to higher level. So currently the work plane is lower level. So what we'll do is like we'll create a rectangle, and now what you have to do is you have to lock all these lines to the given parameters, and let's hit OK. So the extrusion we have created is associated with lower level, and from where it is starting, it is on zero offset, which means it is at the lower reference level. The top of the extrusion is just 250 away from the lower reference level. So if we go to elevation, you'll see that the bottom is associated at lower level, but top isn't reaching up to the top level, and this is also not locked with the reference level at bottom. So we'll just select the lower level, pick the extrusion, and we'll lock it. Same will do at the top. So now your family is just ready. So now your extrusion is locked at the bottom level and the top level. Also, your profile is locked with these reference planes. So now let us just save as this file. Let us save as family and we'll say learning arc column, and the shape is rectangle. So we'll save it. And now to test this family, let us go and create a new project. So we create an architecture template project. So what we'll do is like we're going to load this family into our project. So here we have placed this column, and this is as an architecture column, and here is its name, and then we can use the type. So we have not created any type, so it is just one type, right? Let us rename it, so it's 600 600. Let us rename it to 600 600. And if you want to create a duplicate, you can go to this duplicate. Let's say we create one for 100 and 100. Okay, so it is working fine. Let us create a rectangular one, which is like both the dimensions are different. So let us go for 500 and 1000. So 500 and 1000. Okay, so we seems like have renamed instead of duplicating. Okay, yeah, fine. So now our color family is working fine. If you want to adjust offsets, it will work fine. Okay, now if you want to modify your column family, or if you want to create a column family for a circular column, so what we'll do is, like we already have this family, what we do is let us save as this family, and we say this as circular. To create a circular family, what you need to do is you need to replace this box to a circle. So we'll go to extrusion, we'll pick these lines, we'll delete them, we'll go to circle, and from the center let us create a circle. And here what you need is you need to lock this periphery, you need to lock its center. So pick this circle and go to the properties, say center mark visible. So the center mark is visible, and you will lock this center to the vertical and horizontal plane. So now the center is locked, and then you will pick the circle and select the dimension. And now you can associate a dia parameter to this dimension. Either you can remove this dimension, and what you can do is you can go to dimension and pick a radial dimension, and you will associate a parameter to this radial dimension. So you'll just pick the dimension, go to label and create parameter. So this will be radius, and we are putting this as a type parameter. So just hit OK, and that's it. So now we don't need like these parameters, which are taking care of depth and width, because this is just associated with two reference planes, vertical and horizontal, and one parameter which is taking care of radius. So we have removed the reference planes, but if you'll go to the family types, you'll see we have depth and radius and width. So we don't need the depth, we'll just delete it. So we just need is a radius. And let us create a type, and we'll say 260 dia. Hit OK, and we have saved this family. So let's load into project. So here is your column. So it's 260 dia, and if you want to create duplicates, let us create a 500 dia. Right, so same we can do to create a structural column. Let us create one structural column. So these are coming under the architecture column category. So let us create a structural column. We'll go to the home page, we'll go to new family, and from here we'll pick the structural column template, and you will find it's all same. The only difference is that this is under the structural column, and if I load the architecture column family, so they are coming under the architecture column family. So that is the only difference. So let us create a different shape. So what we will do is, like, we'll take extrusion and we'll create a box here, and then we'll create a circle here and a circle here, and now we'll trim it like this. Okay, so we are creating sort of like a ellipse, we can say. This is not ellipse, it's a different shape. So what we'll do is, like, we'll lock this to the bottom reference plane, and on the top we'll lock this dimension, and for the circles we'll make the center mark visible for both, and then we'll lock these centers here. Okay, and now what will happen is, width we have associated here, and let us finish this one and let's see how it works. So you can see it's increasing if we are dragging this, and if we want to drag into the other direction, it is working fine. So let us save as this family. This is a user defined shape, and load into project. So here is our column, but you see this is just not working well. It's very small, so let us say it starts from level 0, it's going up to level 1, but it is not working like that. Why? Because we have not locked any of the bottom and top parameters. So let us go back again to the project, go to back, and you just pick this top, lock it here, and just detach the bottom, attach the bottom, lock it, go into project, and now it will solve your problem. So the good thing is that you every time lock all the required parameters. So if we pick this one, and if we wants to make a bigger column, so let's suppose this one was 500, 500, and now we want a duplicate of a small one which is just 100 and 1000. So let's say 100 and 1000. So it is working fine. Hope you have learned something new today. Thank you.